its capacity crowd. Not official confirmation of if it's a sellout yet, but I can tell you yesterday ticket sales were going through the roof and it's very, very close. So exciting stuff for the Raw fans.
That's a positive for the club because, you know, we've got a good crowd here now. The stand, as I mentioned during the course of that first half in front of us, the shaded side of the ground is certainly getting close to capacity. It's starting to fill in the empty seats around the other side of the ground as well. There were a few naysayers when Brisbane Roar made a decision to move out here to Redcliffe, but I think it's been a great move. I've worked on a couple of games out here for Fox Sports last season, and they were full houses, even in inclement weather conditions. The first game, I think, in Melbourne City Raw game was a 4-3. And, you know, Raw coming back from 3 down at half-time. Rained previously, it was blowing a gale. It was a great atmosphere because of the capacity.
And made even better this season, of course, the new grandstand away to the left of screen, which got built in the off-season, so even more fans can pack into Dolphin Stadium as we're just about to get this second half underway. It is the Raw getting us underway. Polkinghorne out to Rankin. Linked up well at times with Mario Hecker, right on cue. Can they get a chance, as they had so early on in that first half? Here's Tumeth, forward she goes. Chance here for City. Across, it was Rankin coming across, but an early chance in the second half for Melbourne City. Promising signs, early corner. Harriet Withers earning that one for her side. So she's been a half-time substitution. We'll just wait to confirm who's come off for her. Here it goes from Palmer. Headed away by Carroll. Davidson. Vlanic puts her foot through it. Now Heatley. The Raw can break if they go quickly enough. Heatley.
And away.
Chance here. And Allen did really well, but that's a missed opportunity from the Raw.
Great run through the middle from McKenna. She was deep in her own half as well. Melbourne City defence all at sea. Numbers were called forward from the corner. Great opportunity for transition from the Raw, not taken.
Tegan Allen again in the way. Now Vlanic. Out it goes on the far side, bathed in sunshine on this Dolphin Stadium pitch. The grandstand on that far side with plenty of the Queensland sun on it. Now Carroll. McCormick did well. Davidson gives one for Toomas to deal with. She did well in the end. Back to Micah. Davidson, forward she goes. Dispossessed by Dalton. Dalton, the ball played. McKenna, the flag will go up. Plenty of offsides we had in that first half, partly because of the breeze you mentioned, Cozzy.
Well, it was an interesting tactic there from Melbourne City. They're playing a lot higher than the Brisbane Raw defenders were with the wind at their back.
Looking to make it 17 games unbeaten, Melbourne City. The record is 18, which they and 2 other teams hold.
The Raw have to be careful that because they've got the wind in their faces, they don't drop and defend a little bit deeper.
Now Heatley, forward she goes. Tumeth in the way. Saw that nervy, well, non-touch it was from Tumeth, which allowed Yallop in, but Yallop wasn't able to capitalise. Here's Yallop, chance, into the box she goes down. Referee says nothing in that, and we play on.
No flag from the assistant referee either. Be interesting to see that in replay.
Still a chance for the Raw. Gorry as Hecker's bowled over straight to Micah. Been player of the match for me, Tegan Micah for Melbourne City. Hecker. Ball across. Gilnick, is she onside? Flag stays down. Gilnick back onto her left. What can she deliver? It's wide from Emily Gilnick from Matilda.
Keeping the pressure up, Brisbane Raw.
Can confirm that halftime substitution with Harriet Withers coming off was number 14, Margot Rabine, coming off. Forward from Johnson, who picked up that yellow card in the first half, and the Raw had a claim for handball as well. They survived that scare though, did Melbourne City. Quick turnaround it'll be for Melbourne City. They've got Canberra away on Sunday, and the Raw, their next game, well, they've got the bye, and then their next game is next Thursday against Canberra, back here at Dolphin Stadium. Carroll did well in strongly there on the former Raw player in Holly Palmer.
Aggressive defending.
Gorry not able to get enough on that to get it past TJ Vlanich, who had her hands full in that first half, but she fought back well after it was attack after attack, particularly the opening 5 or so minutes down her side. Gorry tidying up again. She does so much of that. Here's Gilnick. Striding forward, Emily Gilnick. Looking for support. Hecker, the nice one. Here's McKenna. Chance saved again by Micah. Still a chance. McKenna. Cut back. Yallop. Yallop goes herself and out. And again, Tegan Micah take a bow.
Great combination play around the edge of the Melbourne City box by the Brisbane Raw girls. Lovely ball in from Gilnick. Good one turned around the corner. From Marielle Hecker, and McKenna again into the keeper. Tegan Micah perfectly positioned.
Dalton tussling with Kane. Yet again, Katrina Gorry, another touch. Forward she goes. She'll try the shot. Gorry off the crossbar and over. Well, we saw her do something sort of similar last season. It was off the crossbar, and again, she can't find the back of the net, Gorry. So close.
Yeah, this one lined up, and it's a brave decision into the wind as well. But maybe thinking the wind will give her that advantage, it'll help the ball to dip, and it did.
Katrina Gorry hasn't scored for over 3 years now, but last scored against Melbourne City back in round 8 of the 2017-18 season. In fact, she's actually scored 3 of the Raw's 6 goals against Melbourne City, so she loves playing the sky blue. Here's Gilnick. The Raw pressing yet again. Corner. Positive start to this second half for the Raw, as it was in the first half.
Been good to watch. The way the Raw come out with a good positive attitude in the second half. Not worried about playing into the wind. Stepped up the tempo a little bit as well.
Hecker, in it goes. Yallop, a loose one from Yallop. All the way back to Heatley as the Raw look to reset. Marielle Hecker again. Looking for the 1-2 potentially with Yallop. Yallop onto her left. McCormick high up and under from her. McKenna's still there. Still McKenna's there, and Vlanich anywhere will do. The Raw well and truly on top in this second half. Here's Dalton. All the way back to Rankin. Building nicely the Raw. Gorry. Rankin continues her run forward. Gorry, Yallop. Nervy touch, gets away with it. Back to Gorry again. Looking to link up with Hecker on that right-hand side. TJ Blanich across really well. And in the end, wins her side the goal kick. Had to time that perfectly, and she did.
It's a little bit late with that run in behind there, Mario Hecker. If you have a look there, Gorry was looking for it. She just went a little bit late, gave TJ Blanich the chance to turn and recover.
They were able to link up quite well, Hecker and Gorry, in that first half, but not quite on the same wavelength on that occasion, as you mentioned, Cozzy. Still, Melbourne City not able to get on the ball in this second half. It's all Brisbane. Gorry putting herself about. Now Withers. Ball runs out for her though. Gilnick up against Davidson. That's a mismatch if ever I've seen one, but credit to Leah Davidson. Doing really well. Former Raw player. Also a grand final winner with Lions, of course, in the local NPL Women's Queensland competition. Leah Davidson links up with Palmer. Nicely, Carroll. Taking no chances there.
Taking no prisoners either, I was just about to say. Good centre back.
Dalton. Here's Hecker. Space in front of her as well. Feeds in Yallop. To turn this way. Back to Dalton. First time ball. Allows Gilnick in. It's wide from Gilnick. How about the invention from Isabel Dalton? First time ball.
Great reverse pass. Once again, not too sure if Emily Gilnick was actually prepared for it. Caught her flat-footed. Couldn't adjust.
Almost sort of similar to what we saw in the first half with Yallop, Cozzy.
Well, it's got to anticipate, but his body language from Dalton there, you could see what she was going to do, but great vision.
Here's Yallop, nice touch from McKenna. Forward Yallop goes, got Gilnick to her left if she wants, goes herself, Yallop. Now Dalton, just got to reset the Raw. Hecker falls fortunately for Yallop. Challenge coming in, back to Dalton, who looks to dink one over, but not the same connection on that occasion as it was only a matter of moments ago from Dalton.
Once again, good possession, patient. Thing is, I think if they really want to make advantage, take advantage of the possession that they're having, Brisbane Raw, they need to be even more patient than they have been. So you get around the edge of that Melbourne City penalty area, they've got to look to keep the ball. They're rushing things at times, trying to force the ball in the back of the net. Just keep playing your football, it'll get there.
Here's Hecker for the Raw on the right-hand side into the box. Mario Hecker, a little back heel to Yallop, looking to get it onto her left. Deflection, Micah again off the crossbar. What an outstanding game Tegan Micah is happening. That is unbelievable. Took a deflection and saved it somehow.
Nice little back heel there from Hecker. Took a wicked deflection. Tegan Micah, great reflexes to tip that one onto the bar. Keep her side in the game.
In inspired form, Tegan Micah. The Raw with a corner. In it goes from Hecker. Carroll in amongst there. Up from her defensive duties. Back to Hecker it goes. Looking for the little nutmeg on Dobson. She got away with it. McCormack across smartly. Only as far as Carroll. Still City can't get it out. Here's Gorry. Thinks about the shot. Gilnick free as a bird, and somehow her touch lets her down on that occasion. And Micah comes out again to claim. Chance after chance after chance. Aurora throwing everything at Melbourne City, but they still can't find the back of the net. Thanks largely to Tegan Micah. Heatley, Gilnick, is she onside? Flag will stay down. Cut back. Onto her left, Gilnick, and again Micah. Currently sitting at 16 shots to 4, Cozzy, in the Roar's favour.
This is starting to shape up as one of those games where the Roar will absolutely batter their opposition in front of goals and not score. They got one on the jaw at the other end on the break.
Well, they almost had one, of course, in that first half. Riley Dobson, so close, would have been a huge sucker punch. Go forward again. McKenna in a link up with Gilnick, does so. Chance for Hecker, the layoff to Gorry. Good again from the Roar. Gorry. Bit of a nothing shot in the end from Katrina Gorry.
Dangerous one though, it was dipping, Jared, and they're the hard ones for the keepers to get a hold of, and Tamika Yallop in for the pat down there.
Here's Withers. Can they get that sucker punch going forward? So many orange jerseys there though. It'll fall to Kane. Does well to get around Heatley initially, but not Polkinghorne. Nice touch from Yallop. And the two Matildas go at it. McCormack across ever so well. Gilnick, is Hecker onside? The flag will go up.
Reverse pass was on there for Mario Hecker. Advantage not used by the Brisbane Roar.
Such a short season, of course, the W League. You've got to make these games count when you're dominating so much. Just not on the scoreboard, though, the Roar, as the referee gives a free kick against Hecker. She's looked right at home, Mario Hecker, in the Roar jersey, making the step up to the W League.
It's been a live wire this afternoon. Great running off the ball, comfortable on it.
Managed too much on it. Maybe that wind coming into effect there. The ball looking for Withers. Just over an hour played here at Dolphin Stadium. The start of a massive afternoon and evening of football, of course, with the double-header. The men's team playing later on this evening. And still, we don't have a goal yet in Australian football this season, of course, with the 0-0 last night in the A-League. Tumeth cheaply given away to Heatley. Gives one for Gilnick to chase. Orange shirts trying to get forward. It's nice from Gilnick. Just wouldn't quite sit for Yallop. She has to backtrack. Layoff for McKenna. Here's Gorry, who goes down. The fans wanted a free kick, not given. McKenna back to Heatley. Shape that she was going to shoot. Not in the end.
Good decision, sensible decision to keep the ball and keep it moving.
Now Marielle Hecker, she's sparked so much this season. The fans calling her to shoot. She opts against that. Nice build-up play from the Raw. Here's Rankin. In it goes. Yellow. Headed away in the end by Johnson for a corner to the Raw.
It's how you build pressure, how you build momentum. Be patient in that front third of the pitch. Get the opposition moving, wait for the mistake.
Slightly over Yallop's head, but a corner nevertheless for the Raw. Here it goes from Hecker. There's Gilnick in amongst there. Will that be another corner? It will be.
Claire Polkinghorn went down with a little incident off the ball. They're nothing untoward, I think, just a clash of bodies out of shot.
Back up to her feet now, the captain. Another one from Hecker. Delivered in. Micah punches it away. Left for Gorry! Just wide from Katrina Gorry. Well, that would have been something from the Raw number 10.
That looked, for all intents and purposes, like it was hitting the back of the net from here. Great strike, good timing. Have a look at this. Laces. Just that little bit of wind. Push that ball away from goal.
Fizzes past the goal. It might be something like that, Cozzy, that the Raw are going to have to come up with Tegan Micah in this sort of form.
Tried everything else.
McKenna, Davidson did well. Blocking the cross coming in.
Another corner for the Raw.
Hecker from one side of the field to the other to deliver a corner. Now on this near side. Short it goes to Gorry. Kane across, but another corner to the Raw. Hecker looking for the in-swinger. And it goes just over Gilnick's head. Yallop looks to track the ball down. Away by Davidson. Throw into the Raw again. Heatley did well with the fancy footwork. McKenna across, far post, spots Gorry. She's free, Gorry. Saved again by Micah. To her right. To yet again deny the Raw, Tegan Micah.
Certainly a player of the match performance from Tegan Micah in the Melbourne City goal. Good touch. Katrina Gorry. Left foot strike early.
There it goes from Hecker. Micah Polkinghorn was throwing herself at that, but Micah got the punch away. They still cannot get a foothold in this game, Melbourne City. But still, the score line stays 0-0. Rankin tussling with McCormack. Back to Carroll. Now Dalton able to turn as well. Oh, fortunately, yet again for Dalton. Space again for the Raw on the left-hand side. Hecker. Palmer. Dobson. She hasn't seen much of it in this second half.
She's away now.
On a run herself, Riley Dobson. 2v2. Will she go herself, Dobson? She does go herself, looking for the cheeky dink. But over from Riley Dobson. Exciting play from her. A run that stretched 30 or so metres.
Confident chip as well. It's worth having a go with that wind at your back. Didn't quite get the direction she wanted.
Well, I called it 2-on-2, Cozzy, but the Raw were quick to get numbers back, and Withers was heavily outmarked. So you can understand her going herself.
The Raw are in good nick physically. Able to keep up with the tempo. Melbourne City, on the other hand, they've dropped off the pace a little bit, and they're getting a little bit strung out. Getting big spaces between their forwards and their defenders, and that's the commentator's curse. I just talked about the Raw fitness, and the player goes down with cramp.
It's Emily Gilnick down on the deck. Back up to her feet now, though. Might just be even feeling a little bit of cramp because she has been everywhere for the Raw. You mentioned the fitness, Cozzy, of the Raw. Well, as we've mentioned already, they've had the advantage of having the local NPL Women's Queensland competition here, whereas Victoria, of course, we know didn't have that luxury. As we're seeing a substitution here from the Raw, so it looks like Emily Gilnick is going to go off on that far side, and it's the number 9,
Rosie Sutton.
Rosie Sutton coming on. Another one of those players that is making the step up to W League after having an outstanding NPL Women's Queensland season, making the team of the season. As the lights just come on here at Dolphin Stadium as we slowly but surely enter into the evening. Picturesque Dolphin Stadium it is at the moment. With the fans,
We'll see of orange.
Filling up the stadium, yes. Not many Melbourne City travelling fans. Polkinghorne, here's Palmer. Linking up with Allen. Kane, nice build-up play from City. McCormick, forward she goes. Plays in Davidson. McKenna across smartly. It's just about the first time in this second half, Cozzy, that I can remember City actually having a few passes that they were able to string together.
The second. I was just thinking the same myself. They've earned themselves a corner, though.
Harriet Withers, the halftime substitution. Can City go forward themselves and get the sucker punch? 2 minutes up.
It's a dangerous time for the Raw. They've had so much possession in the last 10 minutes. You said their first entry, Melbourne City, into the Raw half for probably 10 minutes. Focus has been on attacking, not defending.
In it goes from the former Raw player, Holly Palmer. And in the end, watched out well by Winnie Heatley.
Opportunity wasted for Melbourne City. Rado Vidicic, the coach, showing his dismay on the bench there.
Well, when you haven't had many chances, you've got to make the most of a corner. At least cause a chance, but disappointing from Holly Palmer. We know she's capable.
Run!
Much better. Micah again off her line quickly. Holly Palmer looking to score in consecutive games after netting against City in her final game for the team in orange last season. Now Gorry looking to turn Allen. Forward from Gorry, looking to link up with Yalla. Michael will have to be careful.
Idea was good. Yell up off the shoulder. The Tory Termouth Melbourne City defence. That back three that they're playing, or back five.
McKenna, nice play. The ball from Gorry. How about that first time? Hecker's got Yallop in the middle as well. Cross comes McCormack to clear away. Positioning A1 from Jenna McCormack. Davidson back there, has to be careful. Away by Kane it goes, right on halfway the throw in for Kim Carroll to take. Switch from Gorry looking for Sutton, who's just come on, but Micah again off her line smartly. Nice first time touch from Palmer. Allen looking to release Withers. Touch from Sutton. Dalton was looking for the first time ball to Yallop, which was on, but it was well blocked. Ball from Dalton this time to the left to Hecker. Back into her right. Mariel Hecker, deflection and just wide.
Raw players have really got to be wondering what they have to do to get that ball in the back of the net. Great build up there.
Tegan Allen getting in the way. That time City not requiring the services of Tegan Micah. Corner again for the Raw. In it goes. Sutton, the substitute, almost getting on the end of it. Here's Gorry. Looking for the fancy footwork. She goes herself, Gorry. Again, City able to get a body in the way, though, to block the shot. Here's Carroll. Out to Sutton, and disappointing from the Raw on that occasion. Flag going up.
Had the whole of the line to look across as well. Tidy ball from Kim Carroll.
As it looks like Jake Goodship is preparing another substitution here for the Raw. It's Katrina Gorry coming off. So close a couple of times to getting the opener for the Raw, and it'll be the number 11 in Sian Fryer coming on, another local talent up here in the Queensland NPL women's competition. Just under a quarter of an hour left of regular time in this match. Dalton out to Heatley. Plenty of numbers forward for the Raw. They're going to throw everything at this, which they've been doing for most of the game. Fryer did well to dispossess Allen. Didn't get the call from her teammates.
Look tired there, Tegan Allen.
The longer this score stays as it is, the closer we get to City continuing that unbeaten streak. As the Raw fans wanted the free kick against Vlanic on Hecker, not given. Now Withers, one to chase. Worth off her line quickly, puts it out. Referee signalling Vlanic got the ball. Another one for Withers to chase. She'll get on the end of this, but dispossessed by Winona Heatley. Turned over cheaply by Heatley. Here's Dobson. Couple of step overs. Tries the shot herself. Worth will do well to prevent the corner. She won't be able to do so in the end. And as we mentioned, Cozzy City have got to take full advantage of these corners.
Their forays into the front third of the pitch are very rare during the second half. Need to make the most of everyone.
In from Palmer. Better delivery this time, almost fell to Dobson. Forward it goes from Hecker, but wasn't able to keep it in. Finished 5th, of course, last season. The Brisbane Roar are a full 5 points outside of the top 4. But they've started this season with real intent, just not on the scoreboard yet. As we see a free kick given to Melbourne City, won by the captain, Jenna McCormick. No rush to take Melbourne City. The American Sam Johnson stands over it. It goes from her, headed away by Rankin as she looks to track the ball down, won't be able to do so. Throw in from Tegan Allen, cleared away by Carroll. McKenna, forward she goes. Sutton looking to time that run. Flag was up anyway if she had got there, but the ball from McKenna was wide.
High line from City again. They held their ground. Slowed up the run of Rosie Sutton, I mean. Made her run flat. Ball opened up wide, went into touch.
Ten minutes to go here at Dolphin Stadium. Still somehow 0-0. Can it be a magical moment from either player to break this deadlock? Here's Tumeth. Has to be careful. She had Sutton there. Back to Micah. Picked off by Heatley, but can only put it out for a throw-in.
It's an interesting substitution of looking at the way things have panned out for the Roar these last 5 minutes or so, with Katrina Gorry coming off. It's taking a little bit of sting out of the middle of the park. I don't know if she's off for injury or Coach Jake Goodchip just wanted to give her a rest. And she was running the show.
Here's City forward, they go. Riley Dobson earns her side another corner. Better from Melbourne City. Holly Palmer will be across to take again. As the tall timber of Tori Tumeth and Sam Johnson and Jenna McCormick make their way into the box for City. Can they shock the home fans here? And it goes from Palmer, high up and under from Polkinghorne, another corner to City. As time is ticking away for the Roar to change this record against Melbourne City, which Melbourne City have got the wood well and truly over them at the moment. In from Palmer. Former corner, Yallop. Cleared away. Kane putting the ball out. The Roar looking to get on with things very quickly. Here's Dalton. Forward she goes. Unable to get past Kane. It tracked back really well. Nice play from Tumeth. Finds the feet of Palmer. No handball given. And then eventually the referee does pull it back.
The referee looking to play advantage there.
Sarah Kane just having a few words with the referee.
I think the referee might have been having a few words with Sarah Kane.
Now Carroll. Probably had the better of the last 5 or so minutes, Cozzy, Melbourne City.
They have, and I think it goes back to what I mentioned with the substitution of Katrina Gorry. They've changed the whole forward line around now as well.
She was bossing that midfield, Katrina Gorry, before she went off. The Roar away here, though. Forward it goes. Johnson in amongst there. Play on we go. Chance for Fryer and Vlanich. Across very smartly to clear it away. Yellow card coming out for Jenna McCormick. Bodies down everywhere.
This was something that went on behind play that we never saw.
Must have been just before that incident between Johnson and Sutton. Both back up to their feet now though. Throw in, here's Fryer. Nice first touch from her. Sutton. Back to Rankin. Cross it goes, too close to Tegan Micah, who has put in one of the performances of her career to date. McKenna. What can the Raw do? Vlanich intercepting well. Johnson back up to her feet now. She gives the ball away, but Rankin unable to control. As I mentioned earlier on, the Raw, they'll have a bye next week and then Canberra at home next Thursday here at Dolphin Stadium. And Melbourne City straight back into action away to Canberra on Sunday. So the game's coming thick and fast for Melbourne City. Ball from Palmer was looking for Withers. Did well to get to the ball initially, Withers, but experience wins out with Kim Carroll. Now Hecker hasn't seen much of the ball in the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Switch from right or left to right. She was causing all sorts of problems earlier on in this second half. Playing on the left and cutting inside.
Rado Vidicic barking instructions from the sideline. He'll feel that his team might even be able to go on and pinch one here. Just sparked into life in the last 5 to 10 minutes. Here's Yallop. High loopy, up and under for Hecker. Tumeth in the way. Did well just throwing her body at the way as we saw in the first half, her doing that.
What's all that about?
Your guess is as good as mine, Cozzy. I'm not sure what happened there, but they give the ball to City and we play on. I'm not sure what happened there, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure much of the crowd is either. Heatley deep in her own half. Now Sutton. Ball from McKenna is a disappointing one. Puts it into the stands where those home fans have been beating the drums all afternoon for the Raw. Closing in on what would be a disappointing afternoon result-wise for the Raw, because they'll feel like they should well and truly be getting all 3 points out of this match. City going forward themselves. The ball from Palmer was almost perfect for Dobson. Georgina Worth did well to come out and smother it. Switch from Heatley. Allen in the way. Game stretched at the moment. Now Rankin. Yallop. Flag stays down for Yallop. Tumeth did really well, putting her foot through it. Polkinghorn, Sutton. Neither side able to keep the ball, and right on cue, Palmer puts it out. Desperate stuff for the Raw. As we're about to find out how much injury time we will have. Tegan Allen with the throw in. To Palmer. Fire across strongly. We'll get the throw in their favour. McCormack tussling with Sutton. Sutton wanted the free kick and she got it. So numbers stream forward for the Raw. Can they leave it late? Carroll picks up a couple of extra yards as well. Disappointing from Kim Carroll. Hecker doing well. Ball across, looking for Fryer. Here's a chance. Fryer, the ball across. Sutton, huge chance. Claims for a corner.
I think Sam Johnston was claiming a goal kick there. 4 minutes, that's a fair call as well of extra time.
As we have 4 minutes and the Raw fans. Rises one. Hecker. Will they leave it late, the Raw? In it goes from Mariel Hecker. Headed away at the near post by Dobson. Another corner to the Raw. Plenty of numbers in there. Nearly everyone except Worth and Carroll. And it goes from Hecker looking for that near post again. This time out for a throw-in. Rankin, Hecker, Kane did well. 3 minutes of injury time left. Back to Dalton. Too direct from Isabel Dalton on that occasion. And straight to Tegan Micah. A day to remember for her. Heatley doing well. I think the referee will pull it back. She will against Harriet Withers, and another yellow card. Second of the match. This time for Harriet Withers. Right on halfway. Polkinghorne. Can she send the ball in to the area? Cross to Carroll instead. Yallum, what about that for a touch? Here's McKenna. Now out to Hecker. Numbers in the middle for the Raw as well. Can Hecker deliver? In it goes. Chance here. City, anywhere will do. Here's Rankin. McKenna, Dalton. Forward Dalton goes, thinks about the shot, does try the shot, but not going to worry Tegan Micah.
Good composure there from the Raw. They were patient. Isabel Dalton shows some quality there, just taking that touch, having a look up, looking to chip the keeper.
Dalton again. Leaving it short for Fryer. Davidson, too much on it. As we count down the seconds. A minute left for the Raw to change this. Dalton looking for support. Ahead of her. Forced wide. Carroll now to Heatley. Johnson doing well. Had to get in the way as Mariel Hecker just bowls over Sam Johnson. Free kick rightly given.
No yellow cards. Interesting on that one.
Saw Johnson pick up a yellow card in the first half, but no yellow card coming out against her on that occasion. Now Micah.
Unnecessary foul. You just want the ball to stay alive so you've got a chance of getting back into the game. Or at least keeping your chances alive in the game.
Here's Yalla. Fryer down the left-hand side if she wants. Forward it goes from Yalla. Davidson stayed down for City. Here's Lan Fryer. Ball played behind. Shot coming in from Dalton is wide of the mark. Micah having her angles covered regardless. And that might just about do that here at Dolphin Stadium as we enter the 5th minute of injury time. And there is the full-time whistle here at Dolphin Stadium. It's ended 0-0. An entertaining match, though, this afternoon here at Dolphin Stadium. Somehow the Raw unable to score, John Cosmina.
Yeah, look, a great opportunity for Raw to pick up 3 points and boost their goal difference right from the start of the season. But for all the possession, for all the chances, they just could not put that ball in the back of the net for a number of reasons. Melbourne City defended with desperation. But certainly Tegan Micah in the Melbourne City goal, an outstanding game tonight. She stopped everything that came her way. Her positioning was good, her composure was good. She was physically aggressive for anything that came in the air. Outstanding match, and she gave the confidence to her defenders in front of her.
No Lydia Williams, no worries for Melbourne City is what they'll be saying after that performance from Tegan Micah. One of the players of the match, you've got to say. It was an entertaining match. It'll read 0-0 in tomorrow's paper, but a really entertaining match we've witnessed here in the W League opener for season 2020.